I would like to ask Dr. Fulufhelo, how does the National Research Foundation influence or impact science in South Africa?
Thank you very much for having me. The mandate of the NRF is quite broad, but in part, we have the responsibility of ensuring that we can support science, all areas of science for that matter. And we do this through the funding of researchers, we do this through the funding of students, and we do this by providing research infrastructure that can support and promote science in the country.
Yes, so a lot of people, when they hear NRF, they are thinking of money. But how do you ensure that this funding reach all diverse communities, even people in a disadvantaged backgrounds?
So one of the key components of research is that you cannot call it science if it's not inclusive of everyone. And it is critical, therefore, for us to make sure that the funding can reach the communities in various forms. It can reach the rural universities, it can reach the urban universities, it can reach even those people who are sort of within the marginalized communities, from the demographic transformation, the women, the young, and so forth. So how do you ensure that it reaches everyone? Of course, we try to promote and ensure that amongst our funding instruments, everyone can apply. We encourage people to put on applications, to look into our websites and look at what kind of instruments are open so that you can support various science initiatives that are sort of sitting in various spaces.
Thank you so much, and I want to highlight that I'm also the product of the NRF throughout the outreach when we reach people out there. But one thing that you can say was your highlight for today's launch. Can you please share it with us?
Maybe before I talk to the issue on the highlight, one other component which is critical is also to ensure that communities can engage with science. And it's a critical component to ensure that science that is funded or that is done in South Africa can be understood by everyone, from the young learners that you're seeing here and the farmers, the people who are sort of sitting in the communities. They need to actually understand the science. So to your question of the biggest highlights, it's quite exciting. I think today was a very amazing day. We've been seeing a whole lot of things, a number of demonstrations of science from all spheres of life, from all walks. It will be very difficult for one to pick one as a big highlight, but I think one example that one can pick is the car that the young man from Chibase Secondary School has developed, which is a car that is supposed to work on water. But what's more critical in that is that it also demonstrates a number of science elements. Issues of electrolysis, that is a critical component in terms of separating water from oxygen, splitting water into oxygen and nitrogen. If you look at the car uses hydrogen at the end as a fuel. And that kind of science, in a way, beyond just the application of the car, it talks about sciences that need to then go into an instrument such as a car, understanding how the engine works, understanding how you can sort of create a safe environment for the car from the carbon emissions and so on. So it's a good highlight, not only just for the car, like I said, but just showing that you can actually bring a number of elements of science to make a product that can be of use to the community. So that's quite a good highlight for me. But I'm not saying that taking away from a number of other highlights that one can see. I think it's quite a number of things that people have
Thank you so much, Mr. CEO, for the support and everything. And this truly was a highlight. And thank you so much for your time.
Sure, thank you very much.
Thank you. Interviewed, we see innovation and a lot of great things. It was the launch of the 2024 National Science Week here at the Central University of Technology in Free State, where we explore the theme, living in a high-tech world, should we be concerned? We've seen a lot of things. Leave it in the comment section. What did you learn, see, aspire, or looking forward to in the future?